After moving our JPEG into Illustrator and using Trace Bitmap, I'm going to deselect so you can see this looks amazingly similar to our original JPEG, only now we have individual vector elements, which comes in quite handy. But I'm going to hit Command A to copy everything or to select everything again, and then Command C to copy. Then jump over to Photoshop. Excuse me. And then launch a new file. And now pay attention, this is a different size than you're used to. 4,000 by 6,000, 4,000 pixels wide, 6,000 pixels tall, 72 pixels per inch. And the 72 is just fine. We'll talk about this later, but for now, RGB, 4,000 by 6,000. Got it? Go ahead and create that, and then Command V to paste, and this comes in on the wrong monitor. We'll bring this over. Be sure, please be sure to deselect add to my current library. You guys don't have access to the library, and if this is checked, you get the spinning wheel of death, and it does not stop. So, smart object, not pixels, path, or shape layer, smart object, and no checkbox next to add to my library. Now this comes in small, and even though it's small, you notice that it's also horizontal. Which side do we want up? There's no right or wrong answer here. What feels better? What'll be better balanced? For me, I think that this area belongs on the bottom. So I'm going to come over till I get this little rotation, start moving it, and then hold down Shift when I get close, and then let go of Shift. Hit Command minus a couple times, and then hold down, start dragging, hold down Option and Shift so I can size from the center, and then let's just say that's okay. And I'm going to hit Return. Command plus just to zoom in a little bit, and we can always hit Command T. Now, we can rotate this. Oh, look, we rotated it. Well, let's rotate it the other direction. It doesn't really look good to angle things down to the right because then it feels like everything's fallen off. But let's say this is perfect. I'd kind of like this to be vertical, but just for argument's sake, let's say we want this rotated. Well, you can grab these handles on the side and drag them out independent of one another, or if I held Command Z a couple times, Command Z, Option Command Z, and we'll pull this back. Then if I hold down Option, I can drag both sides at once. You know that. And then we can rotate, season to taste, and say, that's perfect. This could be vertical, this can be rotated, this could be zoomed in further. There are no right or wrong answers other than we're trying to arrive at a visually pleasing result. I'm going to hit Return to accept that, and then we have this. I'm going to hit Command 0, and this is the result. Now this was generated by a computer program, colored, and we have manipulated it through Illustrator into Photoshop in order to arrive at a background image that's 4,000 by 6,000 pixels. I mean, how cool is that? And let's go ahead and save that. And of course, this pops up on the wrong screen. I'm going to pull this over, and it goes into the folder that I had created before, and this is 787. And if I click on this AI file, I get .ai, but this is a Photoshop file. If I just click here and click again, then I get .psd. And you notice I've been naming these V01. Now, why V01? V is for version, 01 is for the first version. I can get upwards, I could probably get 20 different backgrounds out of each and every image. I don't know. But I'm going to name this V01.psd and save it. Oh, shoot. There it is. Whoops. There it is. And I can save it. Now, this file is saved correctly. And I've got an Illustrator file, a JPEG that I started with, and a Photoshop file, all named the same thing, this ShapeScape 0787. No matter which version you use, it's really important that you start using naming conventions that allow us to keep track of the connections between files. Because this system is going to allow us to create thousands of background images, all of them unique. This is really cool and really exciting, and I hope you have some fun today with this. Just go ahead and work with this same exact workflow, saving your files into a single folder, and let's see what you come up with, and we will expand on this idea tomorrow.